Welcome to episode 20 of Valley Sports Talk. We have made it to episode 20. I'm kind of shocked.
That's crazy.
Considering we took like a 2-month break.
It was 3. I checked out.
It was 3?
Yeah.
Okay, well we are here, we are back, and we are booming because we're on Spotify now.
Boys are buzzing.
Spotify, what's going on?
I checked it
Apple
right
Music,
before.
whatever the heck else we're on.
I checked it right before.
I got an email saying that they got 50 downloads.
We're at 67.
67.
Really? 67
For
downloads.
2 videos.
I downloaded
Three.
this
3 videos up there?
3 videos. We got 3 videos up there, and we have 67.
What's the average there? Over 10, like 10, like 11
What do you mean?
per video? Average download per video.
Our first one has like 20, I think, on the dot. Our second one.
At the Mike Davis one?
Yeah,
they're just going for Braden's dumb take.
The Giannis one had 27 downloads, and
27.
Yeah, that one boomed.
Wow.
And then I guess it was the title because Giannis taking LeBron's throne.
And then nobody else listened to Madden.
And well, it's just one. It has, I think, 12.
Okay.
But it's crazy because you can see like where they've been downloaded from, and they're all from the States.
Cool.
Yeah, man, that's pretty good.
From a bunch of other
Max?
people. No, there's like Montreal. There was one from Brampton. But then there's like a bunch of places: Cincinnati, Cleveland, a couple places in Texas.
Well, Cincinnati is not gonna like this video. So today we're just gonna go into some talk. You know, it's 20th podcast, monumental moment for us. We're gonna talk about why we started this, plans for the future.
This might be a shorter podcast.
I don't think it will be.
By the time we get arguing about you and Braden's stupid takes.
Yeah, I'll have enough for Brandon.
Then we're gonna talk about some
This
Olympic
one could get
performances at the Olympics because the closing ceremonies were yesterday. We're gonna throw in a little bit like our favorite Olympic sports and why. If we think any sports are ridiculous and that they shouldn't be in the Olympics. And then we're gonna go into our NFL power rankings. We did the top 10 best teams and the top 10 worst teams. And then Braden has, as I move the skateboard, Braden has given us some trivia.
Yep.
He has 10 questions, 2 bonus ones, so we don't have to go into all about Braden. Because last episode was all about Noah, apparently.
I think trivia was about 15 minutes last podcast.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, Brady. We went into probably 7 overtime questions.
Oh my God.
You gotta go watch it. Yeah, Braden's back, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it took us like 2 minutes the last episode to realize he was missing. Now it took us like 3 minutes to
You
realize
didn't
he was
even watch
back.
the podcast? We brought you up.
Oh, did you?
Right,
I'll watch
wow.
it. I'll go and watch it after.
Watch the first 5 minutes and the last like 15.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
right here. It is plus 40 outside, and Braden's wearing.
If you
jeans.
can't tell, Max is very sweaty right now.
Yeah,
The
well,
sweaty
they
boy.
can't tell.
Yeah, Spotify can't
It's
tell,
my
but
boy.
YouTube should.
Yeah.
But if you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or something, like we said, we had 67 downloads, and on YouTube, I think we only have 24 subscribers. So get over to our YouTube and hit
We're
subscribe.
getting close to the world record soon.
Yeah, we're getting up there.
Yeah.
So I guess we're just gonna start about how we really started this podcast and what our plans going forward are.
Do you want to talk
Brandon
about
has
how we
no
met
right to
as
talk in
humans?
any of
Yeah,
this.
do we want
I
to talk
do
about
not.
how we met, how
humans?
I despise both you guys?
All 3 of us?
All right.
I mean, we can
Gigi
start
was
off.
my-
Okay,
see
so
that.
what
I don't remember
We
when I
can
met
get
you.
there. We can
What-
get to that.
I remember when I met you.
Whenever
I
you
don't
was
remember
soccer.
how I met you.
Soccer.
I don't know. You were.
We're not talking
I just
about
felt bad for you at
Why
school
can't
with
I
your
get
friends.
I felt bad for you.
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead. I'm just saying.
Oh.
I thought you guys were asking
In the
what,
podcast,
What made us want to do this podcast?
I went to a party on the weekend. Okay, and I was partners with Blake in beer pong, and he said,
Blake Ramos?
"Yeah," and he said I have to bring it up in the podcast. Because
don't
no
listen to
joke-
Blake. Don't listen to Blake Remus.
No,
Blake's
listen.
listening to this right
If
now.
you're listening to this, Blake, I have
He
no
probably is.
respect for
I
what you have to
got
say.
I got a bunch of drunk people at the party saying that they love the podcast and they want to be on it. But
Oh, really?
anyways, no joke. Me and Blake went 10-0 at the party.
No, I know
Beer
that.
pong.
I know that.
Why does Blake like?
Why did you get
What?
asked for
Blake
invite?
hyping it?
Yeah, he was telling us about it.
Of course. He was so happy. He texted me.
So, bro, man, my 10-0.
We did though. It was insane. We couldn't lose. Anyways, Blake
He was
said
actually nuts, bro. He was nuts.
it was
I
crazy.
don't know. The way we kind of started this podcast was we were arguing about.
It was
just know
actually
that-
fantasy
wait,
football.
Wait, Blake, I heard you beat Kyle Harris, so if that's true,
We did. We
that-
did.
that-
We beat
I
Kyle
can-
Harris.
Okay, that's all that matters.
We're okay with that. We're happy with
So
that.
should we go back to like
I don't remember how I met Max.
4 years old? I know.
I think it was whenever you came over to our school in grade
Yeah,
7.
Yeah, that's
I
definitely
remember-
what it was. Because
I
you were a
remember-
loser going to the other school, and then you came over.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it started.
I remember
in-
playing wall ball.
It started at age 4. My dad, Braden's dad,
Oh, yeah.
worked at Home Hardware together, and they bear hunted together. So when they would set up for their bear hunts, probably a couple times a week, I'd go over to Braden's house, and we'd play on the GameCube.
Yeah, the GameCube.
We played. Our favorite game was The Incredibles. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember that. I was Mr. Incredible. You'd be like Frozone.
man.
Frozone. That was wicked. And we used to play Smash Bros too.
Yeah, and then Noah was always at the same school, but you were a year younger.
I'm
We didn't
2
like
years
you.
younger than Max and 1 year younger than you guys.
So we didn't like you.
I didn't start hanging out with you until like grade 10.
Yeah, we didn't start
Yeah.
hanging out with you until football, really.
Grade 10, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Football
Yeah.
started.
We all played football together, basically.
Yeah, that's when it
what's-
really started. Because Max came over to our school in grade 7.
Mhm.
Where'd you hang out with at our school?
In grade 7?
Yeah. Nathan and I
Evan
still at
and I-
school. Evan?
Yeah,
I
you
remember
were hanging out. Yeah.
Evan, Will, Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
Bentley. You know, who else would? I was in Mr. Walsh's first year, so I was hanging out with Brandon quite a bit. I mean, I remember having Brandon. Do you remember coming over for a
Yes,
science
we
project?
did it on Martin St. Louis.
Yeah, yeah.
It was our magazine.
Yeah, it was our
Magazine.
magazine. Yeah, so we did that.
I
So,
remember that.
and I think that's probably I started it.
That was the one year
But
I
yeah,
was
so
with
you
you guys
came over to our
in
school in
class.
grade 7.
You were in the stupid class.
I was in the stupid class, yeah.
So you came over to our school in grade 7.
Still pissed about
Except, so.
And I
but
know it
from-
was in my class too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
we
was
were
in-
all
I
in the
was-
same
I
class.
was- except for-
You were in grade 6
Were
and
you?
we were all in grade 7.
Yep.
You were in, so we were all in
We
Mr.
were all
Walsh's
in the
class
same
the same
class.
year.
Yeah, we were. I
But we
remember
didn't
that.
really hang out.
No, but we did. Like, I mean, we were around each other.
Yeah, we
like
didn't
when you're in a
hate
small
each other.
I
town,
knew who you were. I played
Like,
soccer. I played soccer with you.
Exactly. But like,
4,500 people. You know.
so yeah, we were all in the same class, but I would say we didn't really start like hanging out until like grade 10,
Mhm.
probably.
That's whenever, because
Football.
that's whenever you guys were in grade 10, I would have been in grade 9,
Mhm.
just coming up in high school.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, and so what would you guys say? So we have on this podcast we talk about football, hockey,
A
basketball,
little bit of baseball.
a little bit of
when it's
baseball.
relevant.
So each one of you guys, we've already talked about this on our main page. If you go and check us out on Instagram, Valley Sports Talk. But
You did like a little profile.
Hashtag
Profile.
Max's Bank.
yeah, but I'm just wondering, what would be like the main like sport or passion you guys have that's fueling this podcast for you? Like, is football probably your guys' main thing?
No.
Yeah, football would be it for me.
Football?
So,
For me,
yeah,
it is.
yeah. So I didn't start watching football until actually last year
Right.
because we were starting up
So
fantasy.
you're a bandwagon Packers fan, is what you're saying?
I've always been a Packers fan. It just so happens that
Like,
we're
would you
good.
say that,
Yeah.
that being on the football team probably helped that?
No, I would never
No?
even watch football.
In high
playing.
school?
No.
Really?
I
So
just
when I was
literally-
in
I
high
watched
school?
I watched other than the Super. I watched my first full regular season game last year.
Really?
But so
Football,
because of
wow.
because of our fantasy league, I watched podcasts and I started getting into football, and now I went from knowing not even I couldn't even
You
like
want to know that Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback of the Packers.
this time last year I wouldn't have been able to tell you the starting quarterback of like the Raiders,
Yeah.
and now I can tell you probably like 5 players on every team.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But and now I love it. It's probably my second
I
favorite.
am
sport.
No, you've always been in football, right?
Yeah, well, my dad's been coach of the high school team. I've been going to practice since grade 4. So
Exactly.
like, I've always been involved in football, but I'd say I've been watching football like religiously for like 5-6 years.
You, right?
And it wasn't until I went down to North Carolina to watch NASCAR that I actually got to go to the Panthers Stadium.
Oh, that's crazy.
And
That's
then
cool.
and then my first actual full Super Bowl I watched was Super Bowl 50 against when the
Broncos?
Panthers played the Broncos and lost. But
yeah.
that's when I kind of started to watch football.
So basically, Braden is a bandwagon Panthers fan because
Yeah.
he started
But at
watching
least
them
you
during the
started
Super Bowl.
off-
That's
yeah,
true,
At
that's
least they
true.
lost though, or else
Yeah.
it'd be a little bit more.
And then I started watching the games and then kind of getting a little bit of the know. And then it wasn't until like 2 years ago I actually started watching games all the time.
But the podcast started because of football.
yeah, I
Yeah.
would agree.
Like,
All of us.
So
would probably
okay,
agree.
this is where
But football also
I
plays
was
a
sort of
big,
leading.
Yeah.
also holds a big place in our
I was
hearts.
leading to this. So we were in a fantasy group chat last year because all of us were in the same fantasy league, and we were just constantly saying, "Oh, like this person's better than this person's better than this."
As you do.
And I was texting Brandon on the side. I'm like, "Man, I really wish I was in a podcast."
Yeah, we said that.
I really wish I was in a podcast because
Yeah.
like I feel like these arguments are like useless, right? Because we just sit there and all of a sudden everybody just O-bombs. You don't talk about it
Well,
ever
it's
again.
not even that. It's like
You
just
got
the
10
fact that
people in
they
the-
got like you got like 4 people in the 15 people group chat, and like
Oh, wow.
everyone else just like, can you shut the fuck up, please?
So we're all going.
We're all going
going
at it.
on,
It's
like,
like-
it's the best
It was
conversation.
probably
of
like
the year.
me, Max, Noah,
And Menard.
and like
And
Evan or
Ethan.
Ethan.
Well, Ethan
Ethan
didn't know.
doesn't
He
know
just throwing
anything.
stupid
Ethan-
comments.
Yeah, Ethan just says Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Steph Curry.
So yeah, so I was like
Steph
texting
Curry from
Brandon.
Pembroke.
That guy doesn't
I
have
took
a
Brandon about
voice.
it, like, would you want to do a podcast? And then Brandon's like, yeah, I do. But I think I was like, okay, we should probably find third. And then I was like thinking, I texted Brandon like, Max would probably do it. He's like, yeah, text Max. So I'm literally sitting on my spin bike as I'm doing a workout. I text Max. I'm like, hey man, you want to do a podcast? Max like 30 seconds later he gets back to me. Yeah man, actually that'd be sick. We kind of go together.
That'd be sick, bro.
Your communication thing. So it kind of
Exactly, no,
like it kind of
it
like
worked well
leads
for me.
into your sort of program, right? Like it,
Yeah.
it
Well, we
corresponds.
like Noah said, we argued on not argued, but we debated on group chats all the time, and we figured like, why not record it? Because it's
Got
pretty
nothing
fun.
better.
And we did know, like
pretty fun.
we did start to realize, oh fuck, like we're pissing off other people. Like we're annoying other people. Like, we gotta shut up.
Like-
Well, now we can annoy other
Like
people. on
Jason
here.
Jason just like
Jay's got no
No idea.
He won.
Yeah.
Change the auto
our
draft.
friend Jason has nothing.
He's never
watched
watched
a
a
football
game.
game. We just added him in because we needed an 8th person in our fantasy league to have an even amount of teams, so nobody would have like a bye league. And he just comes in, auto drafts, and he wins the whole league.
I remember like waking up at like I don't know. I have a class and I'm like on my freaking, because we're online this year, I just have my laptop open and I'd be just spamming Jason Armendo with trades.
There was so
He
much
always sent them to me.
There were so
many
Should I do this trade? I was like, no, Max was trying to screw you
I
over.
remember like the one thing I cared about in the winter was literally just fantasy.
Oh, I
That's
was
all
I was
cared
constant.
about.
I checked
it's
it
the
every
same,
day.
like,
I edited my
literally,
lineups all the
there's so many
time.
times where I
I
had to
loved
like
it.
watch a lecture,
Yeah.
and I put the lecture off and probably texted, like, debated with you guys for 3 hours.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
group
Oh,
chat.
wait,
You know what? We'd be playing Warzone and you'd be trying to make trades.
We got addicted to trading even though,
I got
even
addicted
though
to
we knew
Warzone.
the trading wasn't good for us. Like we would openly say, yeah, this will probably fuck me, but like I want to trade.
You said that a lot.
Yeah,
You
for
said that a
For
lot.
example, Max traded Mahomes and Hill.
No,
For
no, I
to
had
Will
me,
Fuller,
it.
for Will
I was in
Fuller
class
and Deshaun
when I got
Watson.
that trade. I was in class
You
working on
made
a
the trade?
project.
Yeah, but you wanna
Yes,
know why
because
that
my general
happened?
manager
Remember why
pulled
that
through
happened?
for
Because he wanted to
once.
get in the playoffs.
Yeah,
They
and
were on
Mahomes
a
was
bye.
injured.
They were in a bye. They were in a bye.
Yeah, they were in a bye week.
And you
Either
wanted
way,
to make playoffs. You had to win that week.
Yeah, so I had to trade.
You traded for Deshaun Watson.
And Will Fuller.
And Will Fuller got suspended for steroids.
You got suspended that week. You got suspended. You didn't even have Will Fuller.
Yeah, because I was doing like shit. I was like
Brady
Brady
got
Bunch.
last,
by the way.
Still
And that was,
fucking lucky.
but when you traded me that week, Tyreek Hill got like 28 points.
No, he had more than that. Didn't he have 58 points?
Yes, he did.
He had 58
Like,
Yeah,
points
yeah,
in
yeah.
your games.
Against the Bills.
Yeah, because you even mentioned it on one of these podcasts. Your first podcast, being on the phone.
Yeah,
we
you
asked
called
you
on the
who's-
phone.
Yeah, we asked you who's the best wide receiver, and you're like, well, I'm only 58 point Tyreek Hill.
He just called me 58 points against Max.
Yeah.
Midget that can run fast, okay?
Anyways, point is, we all really like football, and I think that's.
Well, we're like arguing about sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love
The
arguing
general
about
concept
sports.
of
Even
arguing
like,
about sports and shooting ideas
Or
is
even like in a nice
what's this
way,
podcast
it's
and
like-
we
based
don't.
on.
We argued, I would say, even more in like basketball fantasy, because then like Khaled got into it and Damon got into it.
most
I can't say I was like in depth on.
No,
basketball fantasy
was-
is
I didn't really
no,
care
it is
for
not.
much.
It is not. There's less kind of like
It was
question
really
marks in
confusing,
basketball.
too.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
so well,
straightforward.
in fairness as well, we use the app ESPN. We switched to Sleeper because ESPN doesn't have Dynasty. But last year when we used ESPN for football, you could hit this tab that said projections, and it showed like what your projected finish was, like standings wise. And we argued about that a lot because Braden was always last. I was first.
I finished dead
I was
last.
7th.
But then in ESPN
I had 2
basketball,
wins
it
and
didn't
11
have it.
losses.
You were trapped.
I was
Okay,
trapped.
anyway,
I dropped it like
So like
shit.
leading forward, we're all going to school this year. Like Max, I don't know when you leave for school. You on 2nd?
I'm
I
on.
leave next Thursday.
Oh,
That's
geez.
how. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
really.
Okay, so Max only gonna get like one more episode in with us before we go
Live.
online. I go 29th. He goes the 30th.
I go the first.
But me and him are roommates.
Yeah. So that's fine.
So that's fine. But like, I've talked to Brady about it. I haven't talked to you about it. But we're planning
We're
on
keeping it going.
Yeah,
No,
we're
yeah,
gonna go
I'm
with
not
Zoom.
gonna
Like we're gonna go Zoom. Like I know how to like record. Like you can record on this, so like I can record my perspective, but I can still see you guys, right?
Yeah, no,
So that can go up.
online classes, we're able to Zoom together.
Exactly.
It's not-
So our plans moving forward, we're gonna continue to get these podcasts out. We're gonna figure out how to get them on Spotify now.
It'll be.
I'm sure we can figure it out.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I know a lot of people are like, we all listen to podcasts, and I've personally heard on podcasts like there's like millions of podcasts out there, and there's just like, but we love talking about sports. That's like we do this. This is like our favorite pastime activity to do anyway, so we figured might as well record
So
it
yeah.
because we just like to do it.
So moving forward, like I said, we're gonna continue to do these Zoom. Through Zoom. Braden only lives about an hour away from me and Brandon, so
We'll
Braden,
figure it
we might get a couple live episodes.
Yeah.
We might get a couple mini games with just us
We'll
3.
get Thanksgiving episodes. We'll get
Oh
Christmas.
yeah,
episodes.
Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
Chris,
we'll
good
figure
idea.
it.
We'll join
We'll
back
get
in. We'll get another live video
Yeah.
back in our
Yeah.
studio, whatever you want to call this.
Yeah.
I might bring these with us.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, put them up and put one of these.
Just
up
as
in
long as
each
you
of
don't
our
get
rooms.
ruined.
Yeah, do it.
Alright,
But,
I'll tell Josh, screw off.
Josh.
So yeah, we're gonna jump right into our second
Josh.
show after we did a little real talk, as Braden has it put out here in the script.
Yeah.
What were your guys' thoughts on the Olympic performance of the Canadians? I believe we had
26?
26.
26 something
We
like
didn't crack the top 10, I don't think.
that. It's a
Yeah,
Canada.
we had the most. We had the most.
We had most medals for Canada.
Canada
ever.
medals.
Their previous best was 22?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
spoke about
So
it.
And you know what? They
Canada's
won the most without a boycott because all the countries showed up. It was a like history record or something like that for Canada.
You know what though? Like everyone knows, Canada's not a Summer Olympic team.
We finished 11th with
Which is great.
with
We're only
24
given,
total.
like, let's be
7
honest here,
gold.
we're only given 2
6.
fucking months of the year that are actually summer.
Yeah,
Like,
Canada
I
did
will
great.
believe
I'm
it's
I'm
You have the guys like DeGrasse, gold and bronze.
ripped up.
Gold and 2 bronze, I believe. You got a bronze in
I
the
don't know if you
100,
guys
bronze
saw
in
them.
the
You got
4x1.
Yeah, and then
and then gold in the 200.
200.
We had Penny Alexiak.
There was just a bunch
DeGrasse
of events,
also
And then sorry Max, I didn't cut you off there. Our Canadian women's soccer team pulled
gold.
which is never
a hat,
happened.
pulled
Yeah.
something out of a
And
hat.
then, oh my god, I'm forgetting his name, but he won Decathon?
from London.
I know, I can't think of
He was
his
our
name.
closing ceremony flag bearer.
I know, but Canada's also never medaled in that event either. There was just so many events that we medaled in that we've never medaled in before, and it was like,
So that's
and the women's softball won bronze.
Well,
Damian Warner, Damian Warner.
That's his name. So yeah, it's just
I think he was like the first person ever to break 2,000 points
yeah.
at the decathlon event.
So like,
Really?
Yeah.
and we won the weightlifting, women's. We medaled in a bunch of canoeing.
Yeah, we did.
Did we win soft? I know we went to soft. Didn't we win
Bronze.
softball? We
Bronze.
won bronze.
Yeah, well, that was like the
And
second
women's
day.
softball.
Yeah. So there's like a bunch of events that Canada normally doesn't medal in, and
We medaled.
we
in.
did.
but we
medal.
all must admit we prefer the Winter Olympics. Over
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're,
yeah.
we're an Olympics.
All of us
I mean,
Canadians
half-pipe
are not
competition,
Summer
that's my
Olympic
favorite.
fans.
But I mean, Canada showed up.
No, for sure.
Canada
but
showed up.
For what we can do, we did it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
If not more.
It was
So
a proud moment.
Did you guys see the guy win the 50K? The guy come bronze in the 50K walk race.
No, but
Actually,
that's
that-
gonna go into our next segment.
Like there's
yeah, what
the,
sports
um,
are just ridiculous.
the 50-kilometer walk. I saw his pace. His pace is faster than my run pace.
Oh, probably.
Like I have my
walk,
runs
man.
from like whenever I used to run last summer, and his like my average pace,
Yeah.
his walking race pace is quicker than my run
Wow.
pace.
That's nuts.
But yeah,
That's
it was-
hilarious though at the same time.
But yeah,
Shut up,
going
dude.
into like we did a really good performance. Obviously,
I'm not making fun of them.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just
You can't-
saying.
I bet you I could
I'm
run.
just
I bet
saying-
you I could run a better, longer distance.
You probably can, and that's fine by me.
Do you run faster with or without jeans?
Faster with jeans.
You gotta have a sleeve on though.
sleeve and
Could
jeans.
you imagine you wore the
Right? Can you wear
jeans for the
sleeves?
football team?
Can you wear jeans to our next baseball game?
Can you actually wear your full foot football equipment for one podcast, for the last podcast? Just wear deck out everything.
Next Monday.
Yeah, sure.
Because
That's
next
not-
week we
that's-
hear our last
That's,
live one.
that's not our last live one. We might bring Max in on a Zoom for the other one with us three
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, in my last live one, I'd like to see Braden in full
I think
football.
the audience.
You know what? I will grant you your wish.
Okay.
You're
So if you're
welcome.
listening on Spotify, you
And then
gotta
use jeans as your football.
show.
Yeah.
Shut Patrick.
The real Canadian way to go.
Yeah.
Jeans and football gear.
So going into our what
you
Olympic
wear-
sports are your guys' favorites?
Like just summer, obviously.
Yeah, summer.
I say that if there was one sport I really liked, I thought the track was pretty impressive. Like the sprinting,
It's athletics?
sprinting. I like sprinting.
Yeah.
I think it's the most like. I think it's probably like if you just watch it, I think it's kind of I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. There's just something different about it that
So
I like.
I said athletics.
It's kind of
I said-
scary.
I said the only reason it's athletics because when DeGrasse was running, it was the only sport where I actually got up and stood and was like, "Come on, go, go!" Like that was the only sport in the
Yeah.
whole Olympics that I actually got up
I
and did
can't,
that.
track
I
events
can't
are-
watch soccer, so no offense to soccer. I mean, it's probably really fun to watch, but it's just not my thing. But I like track and field because I just feel like it's so tense. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it just seems like everyone's quiet. There's really no fans, and it's just like this guy's fast as fuck, and the next guy's fast as fuck, and the next guy's fast as fuck. But one of them's coming last, and one of them's coming first. And it's kind of crazy.
Doesn't matter
to
who's
see
fast
that.
as fuck. They gotta play somewhere.
I also love ping
And it's the
pong.
best of the
Ping
best.
pong?
I love watching ping pong.
Even though you
watch
know
that.
Canada's not gonna.
Even though I don't even think we qualified in it, I love watching them play ping pong.
Oh, you know what else
No,
was
what?
actually really
Well, that's
sick
gotta be
to
one of our.
watch?
That's
Was,
gotta be one of the main games.
Mhm.
was
Swedish
the
pong?
I don't know if it was canoeing or what was it considered kayaking or I don't know, but it was the basically like the two girls they're lined up on a I think it's
Yeah, it's called kayaking, but it's actually just a skinny canoe.
exactly. So basically, and they're on like they're standing on like they're
Oh yeah, so it's called the canoe sprint.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is
The canoe
insane.
Yeah, it's
200
I
meters
would
or something
fucking
like that.
die.
It's
Like
yeah,
the
no,
Canadians
it's
came
brutal.
second.
They came third. And they,
Well,
No,
in the canoe sprint,
the
Canadians came second.
single one they came
No, I'm
second.
talking about the
okay,
single
well the
ones.
double. But anyways, watching it, I was like, after the first 100 meters, I'm like, oh, okay, they're dead and they're done. But then there was like another 100 meters, like, oh shit. Like,
They gotta
we're
keep
still
going?
going.
There was like a 5,000 meter one.
And
Man.
there was
What?
There was like a kilometer
Yeah,
one.
that's incredible. Like the people that got first, I think China got first, or the people of China. I'm not sure. It's called
Republic
of China.
People Republic of China.
Anyways, they look like fucking robots. Like really, it's just
It's all
incredible.
about timing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just,
You gotta see
and they're
timing.
super, like they're all
Stroke.
built bigger than us. Like it
Yeah,
was pretty
Do
impressive.
you guys
to
have
watch.
any different ones for your favorite?
Swimming.
So you're swimming.
I don't know
You're a
why.
swimming guy.
No, I
can't keep track
I
of it. I
hate
can't-
swimming, but it's just every event is in swimming is just separated by like milliseconds.
Milliseconds. Okay.
That just when I'm watching, I'm like, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
I mean the Australians like.
The Australians always. It's
remember-
either Australians or the States,
You
but I
guys
mean, it's
remember
still cool
playing-
to watch.
Do you guys remember playing swimming in like
Mario's.
Yeah,
Mario
yeah.
Sonic at Summer
Summer
Olympic
Sonic,
Games,
Summer
yeah.
Olympic Games. I remember doing swimming and like
I remember it was
I
great.
remember using Bowser and him not being
Trampoline
able to
was my
swim and be
sport.
like, what the
Do
fuck?
we still have that? Yeah, we
Yes,
still
I
have
have
that.
it. We could do that as a mini game.
Yes.
I have it at home.
Braden, what's your favorite sport?
Probably just some of the track events.
Yeah, because he's a sprinter.
Skate didn't
Yeah.
count.
Hey,
Okay. Do you guys have any ridiculous sports?
Yeah,
Bouldering.
speed walking.
Yeah.
Race walking.
Yeah, it's stupid. So stupid.
bouldering.
What's bouldering?
So you have a time
Is this an
limit.
Olympic sport?
Yes, it is.
This was
You
at
have
the
to
Tokyo
qualify.
Olympics.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you have to
stop
qualify for this.
Search
okay?
it up. Explain while he's searching.
Okay, so you have a certain time limit. So let's say you got 5 minutes to get from one point.
No, there's not this. There's
Are you
no
sure?
bouldering.
That's not the Olympics, Brady.
Not
What are you talking
bouldering.
about?
What the fuck is bouldering, man?
There was climbing.
There's rock climbing,
Is that what
sport
you're talking
climbing.
No, it's not. It's kind of like rock climbing, but it's not. Fuck, I looked it up. Give me a sec.
No, there's really
I don't
not.
know. You talk about yours. You shut up for a
We
second.
already
keep talking.
said ours. We all.
You actually watch it on the TV or just look it up?
No, my mom was talking about it.
I don't think
And then she showed me it, and I was like, "Why the fuck would you do that?"
Wait, is it on the Olympics?
bouldering.
It's not
Let me look it
what
up.
is bouldering?
He said that. He said that before the.
There's rock climbing.
He
Yeah,
said bouldering before we started recording. I was thinking, what the hell is bouldering?
There was rock
What-
climbing.
What is bouldering?
There was rock climbing.
Okay, here it is.
Was it at the Tokyo Games? I don't think so.
It's literally like rock climbing.
It's like rock
Was
climbing.
it at the Tokyo Games though?
Why did you turn your phone on?
What's it called? Is it actually called bouldering?
Yes, it is.
I don't even
I
know.
like
Olympic
this.
climbing sport overcomes format limitations to reach new heights.
Was that the
Tokyo
Tokyo Games?
2020
It was at the
Olympics.
games.
Let me see. Let me see.
Who medal?
Let me see.
Who medal?
Japan. No,
Oh, Homer's.
I don't know.
Homer's.
So you have a time limit to get. So you start on like this weird. It's kind of like a rock formation, but you just have to get to this. It's not that far
Well, you know what's useless?
to
We
go,
can't even find it.
but you have to. So you start on this like weird like rock kind of looking thing, and then you have to get to another like to an end point. But you have like these weird angles you have to overcome to get there, and then they just start, and then they fall, and then they look at it for 2 minutes, and then they start again, and then it's just done.
Okay, we're gonna watch a little bit of bouldering.
This is crazy. I can't.
Sponsored
Oh my
by
god,
your
it's
second.
2 hours long.
Yeah, I'm not.
Holy male bouldering. That sounds great.
Oh jeez, that looks hard.
Yeah, it shows.
It is it's difficult but retarded.
It's just like a wipeout.
I can't say that on TV.
It's like
yeah.
wipeout.
It is kind of like Wipeout.
Oh jeez.
Oh my god. And
What
you
is
have you got a
grabbing
time
onto?
limit?
Yes.
Why did I not see this
He's
on?
wearing a fucking mask while doing it. Like, there's no one
That's
up
gotta be
there.
warm. This is crazy.
What is he on?
Okay, that's a good answer, Brayden.
Oh,
he
he
sucks.
fell.
Okay, shut
He
up.
sucks.
He sucks.
I've never.
See,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
see, that's what I'm talking about. There's these like these weird.
Is he gonna jump?
Oh,
And you have. Yeah.
Nathaniel Coleman, do yourself.
oh.
You suck. Nice
No, I think he
job.
made it to the end.
I guess
Did you say one, Max?
Bouldering.
Now you're just bouldering.
Bouldering.
I can
I didn't even know that was
understand.
sport.
I can understand.
Yeah, my mom told me about it. I was like, and she showed me
It's
the
literally
video. I
just
was
a
like,
bunch of
why would
dudes
you
just
do
like-
that?
Yeah.
Okay, we can all switch our answer to bouldering. I still like speed walking. That's pretty
And
cool.
I know, and I'm not saying like ping pong is dumb, but ping pong it
It's
takes
dumb.
a lot of talent to do what they do. But why is it an Olympic sport?
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Shooting.
Yeah, shooting.
Yeah, but shooting's
That's what
entertaining to
states
watch.
are really good at it.
This looks like just a bunch
I
of
think
rock
states are really good. But yeah, flipping the tables completely. Now we are going to go into our NFL power rankings. We have our top 10 teams and our top 10 bottom teams.
This could get.
This could get very heated once we get.
How do we want to start?
I think this guy's gonna freaking try to jump.
Oh yeah, you go, buddy. You grab that fucking rock.
It does not look fit. I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't take much.
Jump.
It just takes a lot of grip.
Brady Fisher, they're wearing pants.
Oh,
so they're
yeah.
gonna jump off.
But yeah, you see, you only have so many rock
Yeah.
formations to get up. It's not like rock climbing where you just grab one and just keep going, right? Like a ladder.
Yeah. Brady, you want to start with the top 10 best or worst?
Let's start with the top. You know what? Let's save the best for last.
So the worst.
Let's start with the worst.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You wanna
Start
do
from the
like-
bottom down here.
Okay. What's
Do
the
your
worst team?
the 22nd ranked team, I guess.
Oh,
Start
well.
at the bottom.
I didn't have-
Like, don't do the very worst team first.
So start
No,
with-
let's start from 10 and go to 1.
Yeah. So go.
So this is basically what we think is like the 22nd ranked team.
Yeah,
In
so
football.
I put the Vikings as my number 10.
Did you know?
Yeah.
Kirky.
Started off with a bang.
Yeah, I really did. I don't personally. I don't think Kirk Cousins is like. I know he's an okay quarterback, but he's not a great quarterback.
I agree.
I feel like when he has the opportunity to make the throw to get to where it needs to go, it just doesn't get there.
Disagree. Yeah.
Okay. So Vikings.
But I
you
just
wanna
personally,
wrap
I don't like Kirk. That's it.
We got time. We got time. Does
But I
anyone
do
else
like
have the
Justin
Vikings?
Jefferson.
I don't have the Vikings at all.
I don't have the Vikings in my worst either.
I don't have them in my worst or my better, so no.
So
Me
Brady,
too.
you're alone in that one.
That's okay.
My
I like that.
22nd team is the New Orleans Saints.
Mine is too.
Same here. Same here.
Saints didn't even
They
know
were
Vikings.
probably at this time last year. You probably had them in your top 10. Losing Drew Brees, going down to Jameis Winston might throw a bit of a hitch on Alvin Kamara.
Also, you're losing like a
Yeah,
bonus
but
for
I
What
wouldn't get to
about
that.
what about
Thank
the who's the backup one? Not the backup one. The backup QB.
Taysom Hill.
Yes.
He's not Drew Brees.
No, I know he's not Drew Brees.
He's not gonna. I don't
He
think.
doesn't make bombs like
Their
Drew.
own-
like
their
Drew
only
Brees
chance
could.
No, he actually probably throws the ball better.
Dude,
Yeah, he
their
definitely
own-
does.
their
Drew
only
Brees
chance-
is also like
Their only chance
Or
of winning
34-2.
games is with Jameis Winston,
With
but he's
broken
also
ribs.
the reason they're going to lose games.
That too.
But
And they
Taysom
also
Hill,
have Michael
Taysom Hill
Thomas.
ain't winning you games. Jameis Winston with his bombs could win you.
No, exactly. Yeah, because
Plus,
he'll.
James was just pulled into the playoffs.
I'm out.
That'd be great. Good for him.
That'd be weird watching him lose. Like, was
It's not
watching
cool.
him on the Bucks
You
and
know,
then just being successful with the Saints. It's just like
Kamara's not
take-
going to be able to play. I don't think Kamara's going to be
I
able
don't
to
think
play
he's
the
gonna be
same
good.
way.
I don't think he's
I
gonna
don't
be
think
as
so
good as he was.
either.
No, a lot of people are saying the Michael Thomas injury could help him fantasy wise or like season wise,
Like,
but
he
I
was
don't
out
think it
last
will
year.
because it's not like
Michael Thomas was out last year though.
And he was
remember?
great last year.
Yeah, Kamara was great last year, but that's not what's going
no, I
to make him
yeah,
better this
like
year.
it's not
Only 'cause
it's
he's
not going
gonna
to
get
get
to
him
pick up
extra
pace.
targets. I don't know.
I don't
when you
see.
lose one of your top receivers.
I see Kamara taking a
Maybe
little bit of a
right.
hit. I don't think
I think he'll
gonna
be pretty similar to what he is.
He'll be similar, but I think a little bit of a hit just because you don't. I'm not trusting that quarterback position. You don't know what the fuck they're going to be doing that with.
Do you have the
that
Saints
offense.
as your
Yeah, I
22nd
do.
team? Okay, so we're all in agreement. Braden's an idiot, basically.
Yeah,
Okay,
Brady
so-
can go ahead.
Go again, Brady.
19.
Oh,
23.
I put the
23,
Panthers.
I have the Panthers, but they're
They're
closer to
lower.
my lower.
Me too.
Well, yeah, they're number 9 on my list.
Yeah, because it's your
That's
favorite
'cause Braden's
team.
a
You're
fan.
high on.
Well, not even that. It's just because with Sam Darnold,
So let me ask you this, just for I'm spoiling, but Braden's next team is Washington. You think if Washington and Carolina played, Carolina would beat Washington?
I'm not 1,000% sure.
Well,
Why
you're
why are you ahead of them?
Why are they ahead of them?
Yeah, you gotta be pretty confident that their team.
That's how. That's
Same with
how
the
I
Bears.
I
Look
literally
at the Bears.
just-
The Bears were
This,
playing.
when I got down to the bottom,
You
my
think the Panthers would beat
You
the
may
Bears?
have fucked up.
well, because when I got to after 5, I'm like, shit, what the fuck am I gonna do now?
Well, you just gotta when you have two teams in mind, you gotta.
So I just started throwing teams on there. I was just like, okay.
Here's
We
the
do
favorite.
not tell that to our viewers.
Yeah.
Well, too bad. I just did.
They
Well, I
need
put lots
valuable
of
information, not
Okay,
information for
anyways,
the younger 16.
I'm just here for entertainment. Man.
Explain your bandwagon team here.
My bandwagon team.
Yeah.
Tell me
Well,
why you have them at 23.
because with McCaffrey out last year, they lost big in the running back slot.
No, they had
Actually,
Mike
they-
Davis.
Well, they had Mike Davis.
Apparently, they had a top
They
8
had
running
top eight
back.
running back.
apparently.
Mike
Damn right
Davis.
they did.
Why
So
would
how
you
did they
s-
lose a lot in the running
Yeah,
game?
but don't
Well,
see Mike
because
Davis
you're
not go
losing-
like the 20th round.
You're
Losing Christian
You're
McCaffrey.
fucking 99 overall. Like,
He's actually 97.
But they replaced him with a top 8 running back.
McCaffrey's a
overall.
97?
Yeah, we went on his last podcast.
Okay, well, he should be a 99.
Mike Davis is an 80, just
Just 'cause
so you're aware.
Just 'cause
Okay,
he-
anyways, break. Keep going.
Yeah, what
but
you
also
got
with their
next,
quarterback positioning, they've been still trying to figure it out after Cam Newton left the team,
Yeah.
and they still haven't found that spot. Now maybe Sam Darnold can fill it. I'm not quite sure, and I don't trust him at this point, only because of his record with the Jets.
That might be the smartest thing you've said so far.
Ever.
Yeah, ever.
Well, that doesn't come often, boys. Anyways, but
You don't either.
you want to fucking go?
Maybe you
saying-
guys will go in our mini game. Stay tuned for mini games later.
Yeah.
We won't go.
And-
Take you back.
What?
Okay, to finish off, I just don't trust him yet until I actually get to see a few games to know
See in
to see it in person with my own eyes if it's actually going to work this time. But I don't think it will.
Okay.
Just gotta
my-
my shows up to practice.
Make a quick trip down the
He
state.
just starts giving Kamara tips.
Yeah.
All right.
My 23rd team is my favorite team, the Atlanta Falcons. They had an addition of a top 8 running back in Mike Davis this offseason. Inside joke.
Wait, you have the Falcons, like, you're having them as a shit team?
Yes.
Okay.
I do too.
Um,
but I have them as
Hang on.
shittier.
I
than
don't.
what
I'm
you
high.
guys
I'm higher on my boys. They trade Julio, their best wide receiver ever. Hall of Famer, top 3 receiver in the league, still in my
Ridley will
opinion.
probably take that spot.
Yeah, I see a big jump from Ridley. Every single film I see on Kyle Pitts in camp, he looks amazing. As a tight end, Max, you didn't know.
I knew Kyle Pitts is tight end.
He looks amazing. The one question with their defense, I hope AJ Terrell takes a step up, as Brayden shits himself beside me. They have Deion Jones, Grady Jarrett. They have some playmakers on the defense, but and you have Matt Ryan, who's always going to do Matt Ryan things. But obviously, they're no place to compete. Hopefully, they just keep progressing. Obviously, I don't think Matt Ryan is the key moving forward, but I just hope that they progress. Where are you going?
It's on that team for a long time.
So as my 23rd ranked team, I have the Giants. A couple weeks ago, I was pretty high on the Giants actually, but just with the current injuries that they've had over training camp and all the news about the fighting, doesn't give me a lot of optimism for the team.
Who's this,
and
sir?
The Giants.
Yeah.
Do you have them there?
I have them at 15. Like, they're my,
spread it to you.
So who's your 23rd?
So I don't know. I fucked up.
Max went the wrong way.
I went so these guys are my from 20 to 10. My least worst to worst.
Okay,
Oh,
so
wait.
yours is Eagles then.
Wait, no, sorry, not 10. 11.
So you have the Raiders as the 4th worst. So you think the Eagles are better than the Raiders?
Yeah, right now, but I probably
on my
could be
list.
wrong with that. No, I know the Raiders are better than they are. They're not at that spot. But yeah, now looking back on it, I do see what you're saying.
Okay, well in that group of 10, who's your next worst team?
The Bengals would have been. I never got to mention Eagles. I just said Saints.
Yeah,
You
no,
guys
we're
mentioned
talking about your
Eagles
second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
talking
so
about
the
your second one.
Eagles. I have the Eagles there. I don't see any value really anywhere across the board, in my opinion. There's no one that really stands out to me. I think they have, what do they have at quarterback right now? Right, so that's a new project. You're going to have to see how that goes. I'm not saying that I don't think he's going to be a good quarterback. I do, but basically I think the Eagles have kind of been a fuck up for the past 3 or 4 years. And I don't see it.
Since they won Super Bowl.
Exactly, and that was a fluke in my opinion. So this is another bad year for the Eagles because I don't see, unless Jalen Hurts has some amazing season, it's gonna be a rough road for the Eagles.
To get him, since he'll be starting, like you said, it's gonna be like a work in progress. You gotta
Who's their
mold
number
the
one
clay
You
into
gotta
the
be
diamond.
bad. You gotta be bad for
Like
it to be
who's
good.
their true
Exactly.
who's their true number 1 wide receiver?
Devontae Smith.
They don't really have.
Rookie.
And
He's a
exactly,
rookie.
exactly. And then who's their true number 1 running back?
Miles Sanders. He's
Exactly. He's
easy.
good, but he's not. He's definitely not.
They got no good
He's
line.
not, he's not,
Fantastic.
he's not a great number 1.
He's an average.
He's
He's an average.
just above, just average number 1, but barely. Anyways, I'm
Brady,
not
who's
huge
your-
on the Eagles.
who's your 24th?
Washington football team, and I have no comment on that because I don't know
Their
anybody.
defense, they have a top 3 defense in the
And
league.
their offense
Did they?
could be amazing.
Yeah, 100% of a top 3 defense.
And their offense
top 3
could be
defense in the league, in my opinion.
Their offense is above average.
1 Rams,
Yeah. You do have a
2
pretty good team.
Browns, 3 Washington.
And their offense is average to above average, probably.
It's
Yes.
gonna only get better.
It's only they're
You know
gonna be
I'm
fighting.
kind of excited.
for the
You know
lead.
what? I'm also kind of happy that Curtis Samuel went to
Probably.
Washington. Only because I'm saying when they would throw him in the running back slot.
No, they won't.
No.
He's
They
on
used to
Carolina.
throw him in
Oh.
on Carolina
No.
because he was quick.
So wait, you're giving us.
But
good
he was
things
like a
about the team.
rotational
You're
player.
putting him at a bad spot, but you're telling us good things about the team.
We're just gonna pass.
Like-
Brayson,
like we're-
Brayson,
No, but I'm saying good things about the player.
Brady's
not good
saying,
things about the team.
Brady's
I'm saying
saying
good
the
things about the
Panthers.
player.
Brady's saying the Panthers are better than the Washington.
And that's what I'm
That's
saying,
right.
Ray. That does not make sense.
Whatever.
This is just the start.
Whatever.
My 24th team is the Cowboys. I'm not on the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys. These guys are a bit high on the Cowboys. Why do you like the Cowboys?
I don't think we're high. I think you're low.
I think
Let's
yeah.
see.
I never liked the Cowboys.
Yeah,
Their
we gotta
defense-
give them something.
Their defense sucks.
Their defense is trash.
Their defense is
The only
trash.
reason that they won.
You do realize that they were missing their quarterback for like more than half their season.
Yeah, but even the games that he played, they only won one of them.
But he was ripping up. He was ripping up, and Zeke.
He was only but he
Yeah,
was
but
ripping
you
up.
can just say that they lost 2 games and won 1. He could have won all the games after that. You don't know that. You don't know that.
You let me
No.
argue back against Max.
Sure, whatever. Go
So
ahead. Fuck
he
you,
put
whatever.
up good
Except
stats.
Washington. So
He put up good stats because they were down by 20 at halftime.
You're right. You're
So
right.
he has to throw the ball when you have receivers like you do.
So who are you saying whenever they come up next year and they come to whenever they start playing next year, who do you think is gonna regress and who do you think isn't gonna regress? Do you think Dak is gonna be the same player as he was last year? Like, do you think he's still gonna put up those numbers? Or no?
Yes.
Yes, because the defense is still bad.
So do you think he's still like
Zeke's gonna
think
get
he's
better.
a good into above average quarterback?
Zeke's gonna be better.
He's
Yeah,
a
he's
top,
gonna
he's a
go
top
back
12 to
where he
8
was
quarterback.
at.
in my
Okay,
opinion.
so I think Zeke and him.
Dak's
with-
Yeah, I agree. Their offense is stacked, but if their defense can't hold them leads, then they're no good.
No, that's fair.
Mhm.
I just think their offense will allow them to do quite a bit. Like they're going to be scary good on offense next year, and no matter what, if you have that good of an offense, the defense.
The one good thing I will say about them is CeeDee Lamb looks amazing.
No, CeeDee Lamb looks great.
He looks
I think
amazing,
he's gonna take another.
I'm ticked you
huge
guys
jump.
think that because I wanted to draft him.
He'll take
I
he's like taking
had
another
him
step
last
to
year.
go from where he was last
I
year.
just-
And
No,
I'm also
Yeah.
I'm also extremely
I hate the Cowboys the most.
I'm extremely high on Ezekiel Elliott. I think he's gonna be great.
Well, yeah,
He'll go
but
back.
He
He'll go
can't
back
do
to
that.
where
Can we
he
just
was.
trade defense?
He's gonna go
good
first round, I think. Still.
Mine is the Falcons, basically, just because the same reason as the Cowboys, their defense is trash. But I mean, if you didn't know football, you would look at their lineup and be like, okay, top 10 quarterback, top 10 wide receiver,
Ooh, you're high on it.
top 10 tight end, top 8 running back. This team should be good.
But then you look at their
Should.
defense.
But then you look at their
You only have
defense.
like 3 playmakers on defense.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, the Falcons are bringing back a similar style of team to what they've had in the previous 3-4 seasons, and it's just been the same result over and over and over and over and over. So I feel
That's
like we're
fair.
gonna get the same result again.
You rinse the rag out and you fill it back up, it's still the same water.
Yeah, well, you think the Panthers are better than Washington? Huh?
You can
Yeah.
watch them.
My turn?
I gotta give my
Yeah,
team some credit, okay? They
All
suck.
right, so the next team I had was the Cincinnati Bengals. Not a huge fan of them. Sorry, Mark Lepage. But Joe Burrow, good quarterback. But
Respect to the person who downloaded our podcast from Cincy, though.
yeah.
This is
Yeah,
the
just keep downloading.
This is
We
the
don't
part of the
know.
podcast I said to start where they might not like us now.
and you know what? I think I might. I'm not saying the Bengals aren't going to be.
You have them higher than we do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so
they're
so
very low.
I actually like.
Minus
If anything, I guess I'm looking forward to the Bengals season in the next couple of seasons because they're probably one of the youngest teams in the league, I think, and if you combine that with the fact that they have a #1 running back now with Joe Mixon, right, and then
Joe Mixon, yeah.
and then on their
Jamar
slot
Chase.
on the slot they have is that who it is? Jamar Chase?
Their tight end. I don't know who
Is
their
he-
tight end.
No,
Their tight end is
they just.
Tyler Eifert.
It's not Higbee,
No.
right? It's not.
no, it's not
Cincinnati.
Higbee.
Joe Eifert. Do you go there?
No.
Anyways, I like the Bengals. I like Mixon. I like Burrow. I think that long term, I think they're a team in 3 or 4 years that we're going to be looking at. Like,
They got-
yeah,
You got
they might have
Jesse Bates on safety, top 5 safety.
I think Joe Burrow is going to be the face of the league for a bit, in my opinion. So
Yeah, but we're
We're talking about right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
not
just
till a
saying-
few more years.
I want to make a point to my Cincinnati fans out there that I am high on your team. I just
I think
can't
we
go
all
on
are
this
here.
year.
So Max is saying that if we're still doing this
Season.
podcast in 5 years, that Cincinnati should be in all of our top 10 best teams.
I could see that.
Even
easily.
three,
Oh, yeah.
I could see them in the next 3 years jumping up to a top 10 team. Like
Yeah.
there's got to be someone that slides down, and there's got to be someone that fills that spot. And
Well, you gotta
Joe
fix.
Burrow
You still gotta
reminds
fix
me
all the
of,
kinks, and they haven't done that yet.
consistent
we're
franchise.
working
Gotta be
it.
bad to
They're
get good,
but
boys.
no, they're working it out right now though, which is
You guys want me to
good
go again?
because
No,
Cincinnati
let's go
was
with that,
what is it like a few years ago shit the bed like the 1 year.
I don't think they made the playoffs.
No, like a few. I can't remember. They went like
That's
12.
fine.
I think they went 1 and something. I can't remember like
Well,
2.
that's what you gotta do. Do it right.
Okay, so at number 7, I had the Bears.
Number 25, not number
Sorry.
7.
So Brady
I
thinks
have
the
my-
Panthers are better than the Bears as well.
You're high on something, Braden, and whatever you're high on, I want it.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Can I just ask you
do
one
need-
question and
what?
just say yes or no? Literally, just say yes or no, and then continue with your take. Okay.
Okay.
Bears, Panthers play a game. Who?
Oh,
who
Bears.
wins?
What?
I gotta give my team some credibility, okay? They suck. They suck, and they will suck for
That's
a
not
while.
credibility.
They suck since Super Bowl 50, and it's a
Okay,
shame to watch
continue with
them.
your take. The Bears.
Okay, anyways, with the Bears, their quarterback situation, they were all over the place.
I
So they
like the
have a
quarterback
quarterback.
situation
They have a
right
quarterback.
now.
Well, they have a quarterback right now.
Justin Fields
They
looks
have a
great.
quarterback
Yes,
better than
no,
looks amazing.
He would be
right
better
now.
than what
But
they
I'm
had
saying
last
last year, their quarterback situation
But we're
was
talking
not
this
great.
year.
Okay, good. Keep going.
That's some of these are based on last year. I'm saying that right now.
Okay.
Okay, but also David Montgomery
Alan
really
Robinson.
did light it up for me at the end of the season, so I'm happy
Yeah,
about
he's
that.
not going to do well. He's against bad defenses.
Yeah,
He's still going to be
No, I
good.
think he's.
he'll be an average
He'll
running
be
back.
fine.
I
Yeah,
think
he's
he's average.
consistent.
He won't be like
I think he'll
crazy
be
good.
an average running back. I wouldn't be
do, I
surprised
do
if
too.
I wouldn't be surprised if he finishes an RB1. He should.
Not
Yes.
that
An
good.
RB1
No, he
that's
doesn't.
top
He
12.
doesn't yeah, top 12 right now.
Top 12
Top
running
12?
back, top half of the league in a
And
running
who's
back.
their main wide receiver?
Who's-
Alan
who's-
Robinson.
Alan
who's-
Robinson was pretty good.
David
too.
Montgomery.
David Montgomery. Yeah. He's
What was he
just
last year?
12.
9th?
Yeah,
I'd say
something like
I'd
that.
slide him in
He
11th,
finished
12th.
ninth.
Yeah, he definitely finished top 12.
But I mean, I a lot of people say yeah, he played against bad defenses.
Who'd you
But
take?
my only argument against that is, yeah, he played against bad defenses, but at least he did what he was supposed to. You played against bad run defenses. What do you hope out of
Yeah,
your running
people are
back? He
saying that
rips
he
up,
got
and that's what he did.
huge
It'd be
numbers
more
against the
concerning if
Cowboys.
he didn't rip up
Isn't
against those defenses.
I think I was listening to a podcast and they're mentioning that like they're talking about those numbers and they're saying it was because he like had a couple of huge games against
did.
the Cowboys.
But you can't control
Or
who
maybe
he
that
plays.
was Antonio Gibson. I don't know. Anyways,
Both of them, probably.
Both of them had a couple
I mean,
shitty
Antonio
games.
Gibson would have played against the Cowboys more
But,
often.
Anyways, moving on. Noah.
My 2015, the Denver Broncos. I think
I'm
they
fine.
I think they have a good defense. They have good weapons. I'm just iffy about their quarterback situation. Everybody thought Drew Lock was going to take a step last year. He didn't. They got Teddy Two Hands, Panthers legend, 1 year deal. They brought him in as a little insurance, but you saw last year that he's not probably the caliber of a starting quarterback. So who are you going to rock with? Are you going to give the keys back to Drew Lock? Are you going to give it to Teddy? Who knows?
We need to start that wide receiver. Was it a wide receiver, practice wide receiver, that starting quarterback
Yes,
from that one
that
game and
was
got
bad.
absolutely murdered by the Saints?
Yeah, that was bad.
I watched that game. It was absolutely fucking
Why
brutal.
are we watching? There's so many better games on that.
Because it was just funny. When you heard the news, all 4 quarterbacks or 3 quarterbacks got COVID, of course you're going to watch the game because you want to see them get absolutely shit-faced.
Actually, that was the reason I didn't watch.
Oh yeah,
it.
same.
No, that's the reason why I watched it because I just wanted to.
Okay, go ahead.
My next
Won a
team
couple games.
is the
Well,
Jags.
raw.
I actually like what they're doing on offense. They got young pieces like DJ Chark.
Skip the Panthers.
Oh yeah, the Panthers. We're at the Panthers. Well, you know who my next team is, the Jags. I got the Panthers. They lost Teddy, massive loss. Added Darnold, terrible ad.
It wasn't really mine.
I'm a big Teddy guy. I like Teddy. He's consistent. I mean, obviously he's not a
Yes.
great quarterback, but he's steady. And the only thing I do like about the Sam Darnold is the connection with Robbie Anderson. Maybe that can spark Darnold. As I'm hoping for Braden's sake that it does. I don't think it will.
I don't think it will.
But maybe it will because they played together. Yeah, the Panthers are trash, and Braden has them way too highly ranked. There's nothing more to say about them.
I just wish I could just watch a game and not want to cry because they fucking
Same.
suck.
Same. Honestly. You guys are.
They're you know what they have
Not for
they
long.
have such like
Not for long.
a decent lineup and they're still
No, they
losing.
don't.
Who, the Panthers?
Yes.
Their lineup's not that
They have
good.
McCaffrey. That's
He's
it.
McCaffrey,
That's it.
and then they had
I really like DJ
Anderson.
I like
He's a
DJ
decent
Moore
wide
too.
receiver.
I like DJ Moore too.
Yeah,
DJ Moore's the
DJ
best
Moore.
wide receiver.
Easily. Even though Robbie Anderson's highly ranked.
Yeah, anyway.
He's got 9s.
Who do you have, Noah?
I already went. I said I had Denver.
Is it me now?
Yeah,
Or like these? So I fucked up. I don't have the Panthers in my bottom 10, which I should. Kind of made this list on the fly. Sorry, but I'm gonna say that the Panthers are a shitty team and they're in my bottom 10, but I'm not actually gonna list them, so I'll say that. But what I do have is the Jags. I think Trevor Lawrence is gonna be a good addition. I think they're gonna be better than they were last year with him. But you still have kind of really no one at running back, right?
What?
Who's their running back?
ETN.
Etienne and
Yeah, he'll be good, but he's not.
James Robinson.
They
well,
got a
James-
really good
I
backcourt.
disagree.
Backcourt.
I don't like that. I mean,
I'm high
I
on
like
that field.
I like
I was high on
the
Robinson at the end of last
I like
year.
their rookie, but I don't like Robinson. I think
Robinson,
I
if
think
you have
Robinson's
Robinson,
gonna
any
have-
team would take Robinson as your RB2.
Yeah,
I
but
love
you know
to have
what?
Robinson on my
Okay.
Falcons.
My point is, I don't see Robinson
It's a
being
trade.
that good, and
It's a trade.
I don't trust. I mean, the rookie's supposed to be really good. It's what
ETN.
ETN.
Yeah.
So he's supposed to be
Travis
really
Owens'
good,
first name is?
but
From
you know,
Clemson.
these are projects. At the end of the day, you don't know.
I don't think this guy's a project.
not a
This
project.
guy's a come in and
No,
be your
he's-
starter.
Okay.
Smoke show, right?
Okay,
I'm high on the Jags.
You're high on the Jags to what
You like
extent?
it?
Like,
So, okay, I have a bold take on the Jags. My bold take is that the Jags finish second in their division.
Who's in the division?
The Texans, the Colts, and the Titans.
no, they're not.
I think if Wentz's injury is 5 to 12 weeks.
Oh,
if
you
he's
think,
out,
you think Tennessee's gonna be okay? You're saying Tennessee's gonna be bad.
no, I think the Colts were supposed to be really good and Wentz is out, and they didn't sign another quarterback, so they're back at quarterback.
quarterback?
Jake Eason.
Yeah, do you even know the name?
No.
No, exactly.
So fuck. Well,
I heard that
I have a
they're
tough
gonna
time
get
taking
Foles.
the Jags over the Colts.
Even if they do get Nick
I don't
Foles,
trust-
I'm high on the Jags, even though I have them in my
The
bottom
Jags are my
10.
next team.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back.
I like
that's
their
tough.
offense.
That's tough.
I like the Jags offense.
Yeah, but it's so much potential, but like no proven stability at all, in my opinion. I don't like Robinson that much. I don't think he's going to be enough for.
He doesn't have to be anything. He's there's two.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So yeah, like I said, no, I don't have anyone else. I don't have the Panthers in my
Okay.
bottom 10.
I mean, me and Noah both have the Jags at 26.
27.
27.
No, I have them at 26. I have them at 27. You have them at 26.
All right.
I me and you, the Panthers, Jags flip.
Why do I have so many?
So you think the Jags would beat the Panthers?
No, I think
No,
the
you have the
Panthers beat the
Panthers.
Jags.
So do I.
Okay.
Yeah.
Braden.
Braden, you're your next two.
My next two.
Yeah.
I had the Bengals and then the Giants right after that. I put the Bengals.
So you think the Panthers would beat the Giants?
Yes.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I think Saquon's gonna run circles around the defense.
Yeah, you probably will.
You're a funny lad. You're a funny
I
lad.
can't wait till we get into
So
his
what else?
I'm actually gonna start.
I think
I'm
we're-
gonna
His
start
top,
spreading out.
just for spoiler, Brady's top 10 worst team, top 10 best teams.
We still got to
Does not get much better.
We gotta,
Yeah, so like I think we have. I think all of us have the last four. I
Our
think-
bottom four should be the same. I actually did it on the fly, but they should be like Texans, Eagles, Lions, Bengals. Some sort of.
Mine is Eagles, Jets,
Texans, Lions.
My four
Yeah, the Texans,
are Lions,
the Jets,
Eagles, Jacksonville, and New York.
Jets and Bengals. But I think you all get the point.
I have the Falcons in there because fuck the Falcons.
Screw you.
Yeah.
I think we all get the point. There's some pretty bad teams.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get into the best of the best now.
Teams that we actually want.
We're gonna talk about our top 10 teams in the power rankings. We didn't do the middle teams because middle teams are kind of boring. They're kind of like getting there, but they're not there yet. Braden,
Can we go from best to worst? Because when we get because we're all gonna have
Okay,
similar.
how about we do this? Let's
We're
do
all gonna
best. Let's do
I think
best
we all have the same
to
one.
worst.
Too.
No, Braden doesn't.
What?
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
I know.
Yeah,
But okay, so
the
Braden's
yeah,
Braden's
the
middle is ridiculous, and I feel like we're gonna spend time on it. So let's go from 1 to 10.
Okay, Braden, give us your 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
Okay, I put KC and then the Bills.
So for example, the team that just won the Super Bowl and brought back all 22 players isn't Braden's number 1 team.
Are they your number 1?
Yes.
Are they your number 1?
No.
You're the Chiefs.
You guys are stupid.
Me and you have
They
the
just
Bucks.
beat them. They just beat them and they brought back.
Yeah,
They're
one guy's fucking 44.
Yeah, and he didn't show any sense slowing down last year.
Yeah, but one
We've
of
been
them,
saying that for
one
10
guy,
years, he's gonna
one
slow
guy
down.
is Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
I'm gonna take Patrick Mahomes' career going forward over.
We're talking
Tom
about
Brady's
this
career.
next year.
This
Yeah,
year.
that's this year. I think Mahomes is gonna get better, Brady's gonna.
Mahomes will get better because
progress.
of the loss in the
I
Super
don't
Bowl.
think.
Okay, but Brady,
I don't think Brady.
that's not even that crazy, but Brady's got the Bills ahead of Tampa.
No, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I have the Bills at 3, so I'm not an idiot.
I have the
See,
Bills at
but we all have Tampa, KC.
I actually had Tampa
Yeah,
at 2, and then I switched them down to 3.
Yeah, you're-
It's not.
I had Tampa at 2, and then I switched them to 3.
Well, that's-
Don't get me wrong. I like Tampa, and I think they're gonna be great. That's
You're
why
not-
I have
you're
I
them
just
at
think
As long as
the
we
reason
all
why I
have
have Tampa
Kansas-
3 is I like Tom Brady, and he's an all-time great quarterback.
three.
It's
The
just
greatest quarterback of all
the
time.
greatest
Not
quarterback of all time. It's just Brady's already got what 7 rings.
So
So
that
why are you
should
making
help
that
your
seem like
rank.
it's a bad?
No, it's not a bad thing.
thing.
It's not a bad thing. It's just holy shit, man. Just when are you ever gonna slow
But
down?
that's not
That's
what we're
not how
talking
you pick.
about.
You pick on what you think's gonna actually happen, not what you want to happen. What do you think? You think
Do you
the
think
Bucks
I
are
want
gonna
Tampa?
be?
Do you think I want Tampa Bay to win another Super Bowl?
You
No,
think
because
the
that
Bucks-
means Green Bay is in the Super Bowl.
Do you think the Bucks are gonna be worse
But I
than the
have them
Bills?
up there.
That's what I'm asking
Who?
you. Do you think the Bucks are gonna be worse than the Bills?
We're gonna be worse than the Bills.
Yes, because you have them listed as.
Who's got a
as
better
worst
chance of
team.
making the Super Bowl? The Bills or the Bucks?
So the Bills have to
Yeah,
go. The
so
Bills
the
have to
Bill-
go through the
KC.
Chiefs.
Yes, and they'll probably end up losing to KC.
So that's why you put them third.
I just
Then
That's
I like
exactly why I
Josh
put them third. I put one in NFC and
I
one
like Josh
NFC.
Allen.
You like Josh? I know that, but one
We
thing
all
is-
like
I like Josh
but
Allen.
if you have the Chiefs at 1, right, and then you try to decide your second team, don't pick the team that's not going to have an opportunity to play in the Super Bowl.
Apart from Brady, do we have
No,
Buffalo
do
at
whatever
3?
you want. I
Yes,
just mean,
all
like,
three of us have
we're
Buffalo
trying to
at 3.
voice
No,
our
I
opinion.
know, but it's,
I think
when
we
you're
Remember
also
the
trying
game.
to put in teams to go somewhere and you
the thing
can't
you gotta
fucking
think about
copy
Brady.
online.
The thing you gotta
I
think
did it
about,
my own way.
The
That's
thing you
what-
gotta think about is when you got 2 teams like that, who do you think would win?
Okay, I'll remember that for next time. But
we
I'm
all-
also,
we all have
I'm also
Buffalo
going to
at
say
3.
this here too before we move on. And just one last thing. I'm also learning a lot trying to do this
Yeah.
too. Like, I don't know everything about football and fantasy ranking and all that fucking lolly dolly shit. But you know
Yes,
what?
I get that.
Talking, arguing about it and talking it out is helping me understand.
Well,
it
good, because
more.
we're gonna continue to.
Yes,
argue
exactly.
about
So
it.
tear me a new fucking ass
We're
and
going
your dick up my
to.
ass.
We're going to. We all got Buffalo at 3
There's
except for
kids
Brady.
listening to
I
this.
don't give a
out
shit
there.
about the kids.
You know
We
what?
care about you.
We do care about
That's
you.
3 dude. He doesn't.
I think a lot of us,
The guy
like
that
me,
doesn't
Max,
know
and Noah, I think our argument for Buffalo is the same. They got one of the best offenses in the league. They're pretty young, and they got one more year of experience under their belt. They brought back basically the same offense.
And
The
Adams.
Bills-
And
the Bills are-
yeah,
the
so the
Bills
Bills are obviously.
In my opinion, the Bills are the new
The
America's team.
one
Well,
thing
they
with the
are
Bills
the
is that
Mafia.
between
Bills Mafia
the
is fucking
Chiefs and the
nuts.
Bills, they're gonna have to go through each other
Yeah.
for the next 10
Yeah,
years.
they will. They will.
Look at
But
dogs.
Josh Allen and
Two
Patrick
hundred
Mahomes will always be
$70
fun. I bet you Patrick
Holy shit, that's a lot.
Patrick Mahomes will I wouldn't say Tom Brady, Peyton Manning type rivalry, but
It
there will
could
be
be.
a rivalry between Josh Allen and Patrick
Could be
Mahomes
every
that
year.
will be legendary.
Well, Josh Allen just signed a contract for 6 years, so they're going to be going against each other for at
Unless
least
you know
6
what, I
years.
just don't like
7
Josh.
years kick into
I
the
just don't
year.
actually like Josh Allen. I just
I
don't
do.
like the guy. So
I-
I hope he fucks up.
I like him. The only
After my career.
I love Buffalo. I love the fans. The only reason I don't like him is because of Evan.
They do have, they have a really good
No,
fan.
as a
Evans
Packers
spits
fan,
so
you're
much
supposed to
stupid
hate
stuff.
the Bills. You're
I
supposed
don't
to.
know.
As a Packers fan, they hate the Bills
Why?
because they're close.
We never
They're
play
close
each
and they
other.
travel
They
to.
never play each other.
Yes, they do. I literally went to a Green Bay Bills.
Okay, but they
game.
play each other once every 4 years.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Either way, whenever they play, when I went and watched the game, at the Bills game, I just remember, I don't know, there was a lot of green there, and that's just
Oh, I love
how
the
it
fans.
is. But the fan base
Well,
for
they're
the
Rams
Packers,
fans.
this
Both-
isn't off.
yeah.
This has nothing to do with your.
Well, no, it is pretty
disagreement
close.
with
Green
us.
Bay's my 4th team. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I'm
No.
5, so.
No.
LA, Rams, I'm high on.
No,
Very
I
happy.
don't
on
have
them.
I have the Packers just because same with Buffalo. Except Green Bay did technically have the best offense in the league, and they brought the same people back. Plus an old Randall Cobb who's got the same birthday as me, by the way. August 22nd turns 31.
Oh, that's your birthday.
Yeah.
I'll do a special birthday post for Brandon.
My
On Instagram.
birthday's on Sunday, so we'll be doing a podcast the day after. I think my birthday.
I'll make sure to post on the Instagram.
Yeah, sing happy birthday. Edit happy birthday into the podcast.
Happy birthday.
All right, so.
Anyways, 4, I have the Rams.
I have Green Bay.
Max, you have Green Bay?
So my 3rd was Bills. 4 was Seattle.
His favorite team, everybody.
Yeah.
Brady, who's your 4?
Fourth was Green Bay.
So you and Brandon on the same page, okay.
So you think Seattle would beat the Rams in a game?
This coming year, I could see them winning it. I could see them. It was not like it was a blowout last year, was it?
Well, Seattle won the division last
No,
year.
They played against the Rams on
The Rams
playoffs
beat them.
lost.
Oh, yeah, the Rams beat them, yeah.
Yeah. And whenever that, anyways, my
The Rams
point
got
With Jared Goff.
I don't-
I heard Jared Goff.
I think fucking
Yeah,
Jared
wasn't-
Goff's a
didn't he keep
loser.
up his
but-
Jared Goff isn't
something?
playing for
Jared
him.
Goff isn't on the Rams.
Matthew
No, I know
Stafford.
Matthew Stafford's
Better
there.
quarterback.
No, Rams. I have the Rams listed at 9, and honestly,
Wow.
they could be higher.
Brayden doesn't even have them. See, it's better than Brayden.
We'll get into
Better
that.
than Brady.
We'll get into that.
Brayden
Anyways,
doesn't need it.
I
We'll talk
like the
about
Rams.
Seattle.
I
We'll
really-
talk about Seattle.
Okay. I like Seattle because I think Russell
they're your
Wilson.
favorite
I think this is if there's a year that Russell Wilson just sets the league on fire.
Right now, Jamal Adams isn't practicing because he's not getting a contract extension.
What does that have to fucking do with
Because he's
Russell
not
Wilson's
playing.
point? My Russell Wilson.
I'm just saying
point.
about Seattle.
That's
Yeah,
a big.
Their
that's a
top
big-
safety isn't even
Yeah, that's a big
practicing
shot
right now.
on
Should
the
be
defense.
assuming Jamal Adams is health is
He's healthy. He's deciding not to play. because
Okay,
he's not
well,
getting a contract
assuming he's
extension.
on the field in game one, that's
They
what I'm
shouldn't be
assuming.
able to do
I'm
that.
not going off based off that information.
It's on them. They don't get paid if they don't play.
I know
Yeah.
it. That's but
It's like the
never
Toronto
mind.
Maple Leafs
That's another
William
conversation.
Nylander situation. Yeah, sort of.
Anyways,
Sorry, go ahead, Max. What were you saying about Wilson? You're saying that he starts off every year with having an MVP season, and he shits the bed later in the year.
no.
That's what he did with Green Fantasy last year.
Actually, you know what?
That is.
Yeah.
I'm
Let me talk.
not as high
No.
as the Seahawks, but I think Russ will have a big year as
Yeah,
well.
that's what I'm trying to say. In my opinion, I think there's probably a lot of discussions back and forth between Carroll and Wilson this year.
Exactly.
They've
I
been
have the same
together
point
for
written down.
9 or 10 years, right? Almost that.
Since Russ has been in the league.
Since he's drafted there, right? Anyways, he's won a ring there. Or he's won a championship there. I think that I'm high on the Seahawks. Yes, because they're my team, of course. But I think DK Metcalf is only going to get better. I think Tyler Lockett's in for another great year.
No.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways,
Yeah, you say whatever. But
Tyler Lockett's.
I do say whatever.
he's
because I
good.
know that
No,
you
I'm
don't
not
know
saying
anything
that.
about
I'm only saying that just because of fantasy.
I know, but the thing
he is a
football.
good wide
The thing you
receiver.
got to think about, Bray, is the production comes every year. If something's going to change, and the options are his production or his consistency, it's going to be the consistency that changes. not the
What
production.
caused the Seahawks fucking up at the end of the year? In my
They
opinion,
ran.
Their
They started to
defense.
run the ball.
They started to run the ball.
Yes, they
exactly.
didn't throw.
And they lost faith in their quarterback, and that is what I think is going to be.
They didn't lose faith.
They're-
I think
Also,
Carroll
their
likes to
quarterback,
run.
their running back
Carroll likes to
situation
run.
was
No, but
fucked
Carroll-
too
Carroll-
because
Carroll-
they
It was.
It
Well, he
was.
was for yeah. You're
Carroll
right.
likes to
You're right.
run, but you know
Carroll
what?
does
They're
like
still
to
gonna.
run.
Chris Carson, I think he's a great running
I
back.
like
I think he's underrated, if anything. But
Fumble the ball.
I think he's a middle tier running back.
I think maybe a bit about. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is I'm riding on. That's why I wore this jersey because I'm riding on Russell Wilson coming in and having the best year yet. He's my early MVP favorite, Russell Wilson, and you don't think he's gonna be MVP?
No,
No, he's not
fucking
going to be
Brandon.
MVP. He's not going to be MVP.
I don't
But
think he's
you
gonna
know
be.
what?
I
I have the
think-
Seahawks a little bit lower. We'll get
So
into
do
it
I.
later, but my point for the Seahawks was the exact same as Max's.
Yeah.
But
I don't
we'll
know
talk
how their
about that
defense
later.
is going to be. That's what I am worried about. If there's anything that fucks up the Seahawks, it's going to be their defense.
A
But
lot of swearing this episode.
yeah.
There's about to be. There's
There's about
about
to
to be.
Anyways, I'm
I
going to
shouldn't
get off
talk.
my
I
pick
should
and
just
go
skip
back to Braden.
myself.
Braden, who's your fifth?
Who's your fifth team, Braden?
Cowboys.
Wow.
Yikes!
That's a bit.
A team that
high
went
there, my
6
friend.
and
A team that the Washington
Yeah,
football,
so that's
the Washington,
without Dak.
the Washington
And-
football team was better
And
than last
Ezekiel
year.
not playing at his top game.
so just riddle me this, okay?
I don't like Reynolds.
Not
So
either.
so Dallas is your top 5 team, and Washington.
little one.
So Dallas is 5th in your
It
rankings.
means they're gonna be the fifth
Washington
best team next year.
is 23rd,
And Washington,
and Washington
won the
beat
division
them
last year.
last year, and they're probably going to beat them.
Probably. Well,
They're going to be close. They're going to be close.
man, I'm not sure if Dak will actually play back. Like he'll have a good season. I'm not sure if he's gonna play at like a full 100% after snapping his ankle.
What do you think their final record could be? Best case scenario. Best case scenario. 17 game season. I think best case scenario they win like 11 games.
I can see that. 11, 10 games.
Who's the team under Dallas for you?
Under Dallas is the Ravens.
What's their best case scenario? I think 13. They had 11 last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Why couldn't it be 13?
Adding one more game.
Anyways.
My fifth team is the
No, Brandon
Cleveland.
didn't even talk about them.
No,
I
let's
just
just
cut him
move
off.
on.
No,
Let's
no,
just-
talk about them.
What about the Ravens?
Yeah, no, talk about the Cowboys.
Wyatt.
I'm telling you why I disagree. Now tell me why you have them there. Change my
Oh.
mind.
Okay, well, I've only.
I'm not saying you're wrong. Change my mind.
We are.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Well, no, I was just because I thought we were moving on.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so the Cowboys, the 5, like I said, with Dak coming back, and hopefully he'll play at an amazing level. But there's
He
a good chance that he's gonna slow down a little bit because he played 3 games and snapped his ankle.
Yeah, and he's got a lingering shoulder.
Exactly, right? So, when you're doing like that, you're taking things a little bit more cautious. You don't want to end up back again. Let's say again 3 games and you're done for the season again. It was gross. It was absolutely like. Ugh. Anyways, and then Zeke wasn't playing at his full potential.
That was an off year.
It was an off year for him
You can't bet on Zeke having the year he had last year again.
No.
Okay, who's
And then they also have CeeDee Lamb, which CeeDee Lamb's just gonna get better.
Who's your 5th?
your sixth? Braden?
So the Ravens.
Okay, why are the Ravens at 6?
I wanted the Ravens a little higher just because of like Lamar Jackson and their offense a little bit, and their defense is decent.
Defense is better than their offense, I'd say.
Yeah, their defense.
But just because of how Lamar always I feel like he just plays the same all the time. You know, like if it's fourth down, then he's gonna run the ball. He's slick as shit. You know, he can move and do all the spin moves, whatever. But once, you know, like after when they brought him in, and then they figured him out, their offense just went like that. Because that's all they would do. Is like, you know, they start running the ball.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't think and Lamar Jackson doesn't throw bombs.
You know what I will say? At least.
To have them at 6, you're making it sound like they're a fucking shitty team.
Yeah.
You know what, though?
No,
One thing
I
I will say, I agree
here's
with
the bad
Braden.
things.
I know Noah doesn't agree with his list, but one thing I agree with Braden is the Ravens are the first team in their division that he put, and I agree. I think the Ravens will be the best team in that division.
I don't. With
I
my
know.
next team.
Yeah.
5, I have Cleveland. I hate Cleveland. I don't know
I'm done
why.
talking about it. Okay.
Most people don't like
You
Cleveland.
talked a lot about,
But I'm done now.
the Ravens. Yeah.
Shut up.
You said all there is to say.
My 5, I have Cleveland. 6, I have Green Bay. The reason I have Cleveland at 5 is because their defense is amazing. Like I said about 10 minutes ago, they have a top 3 defense in my opinion.
I probably didn't play together.
You know what?
That's
I'm
fair.
just gonna fuck around with it.
Keep
Fuck around.
I don't like Baker that much. Nick Chubb and Kareem are best running back duo in the league. They're going to continue to be that. They have a great receiving duo with OBJ and Juice. Wait, what did you eat for dinner, man? And then they have Austin Hooper and David Njoku. I don't see. They have a better offense and a better, in my opinion, they have a better offense and a better defense than the Ravens. So that means they have a better team than them, in my opinion. So that's why I have them high. Even though I like the Ravens, I've always sort of had a thing for the Ravens, even though they're not my favorite team. 6, I have Green Bay. The reason I have them at 6 is because of their defense. Their offense is great, but can their defense carry them for an extra game into the playoffs? They didn't against Tampa Bay, letting in a touchdown with 5 seconds left. Kevin King for you. But yeah, they have the MVP, but I don't see them getting much better.
my 5 and 6 are from the same division because I think this is the best division in football. I got the LA Rams at 5, Seahawks at 6. I like them both to be top 2 in the division. I think possibly, as you'll see later, I think 3 teams from this division could make playoffs. That would be crazy, but it's possible. The LA Rams have one of the best, if not the best, defense, depending on who you're asking, in football.
Probably the best.
And well, I think so too. But a lot of people, there's some people who would say.
Who would say who?
I don't know. Some people would say Cleveland, or some people would say something else.
Tampa Bay.
Come on to our podcast and share your opinion if you really think that. Anyway.
But yeah, so they made it to the semis last year. Obviously, they lost to Green Bay. They got a better quarterback who is less, I would say, risky. He's not going to turn the ball over as much, which will just help that defense have better ball position.
Got probably the most underrated wide receiver in the league.
Who's that?
Woods.
I don't really think he's underrated.
Yeah, he is.
I
For
think
the past
he is.
3 years, he's put up crazy numbers. And whenever you actually look,
In fantasy, he's ranked pretty high.
Yeah, but he always gets drafted late. Like I think last year he got drafted. Like I think he was actually still. Like I don't even think he was drafted last year.
Was I took him?
Yeah,
What round did you take him?
probably like
11.
11th, exactly. Like that.
He'll be drafted.
He'll be
I
way higher
guarantee this year he's going to be drafted 5, 6.
Exactly. Like I don't.
5, 6.
I don't want to
5, 6, 4.
blow my points, blow my picks, but that will be someone that I'm going to be high. In other words, I see him blowing up this year with Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, and then my next is Seahawks for the same reason Max said. I think Russ voiced his anger, and obviously he said
He's getting older too. Like,
yeah,
this
but
is
then
his
Russ
prime.
voiced his anger. He's like, and he asked like, if you're not going to meet my demands, trade me. And he's obviously still on the team, and he said all's good. So I feel like they met with an agreement, and I feel like he's going to have a massive year this year because they're going to let him cook.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Max is your 6 and
5 and
5
6.
and 6.
So at the 5, I switched up a little bit. I did a little bit of thinking. I have the LA Rams at 5, right behind my Seahawks. This is going to be a tough one. You know, the Rams might pull ahead of the Seahawks, which will be shitty to see. But yeah, I'm very high on the Rams. I like them going forward, but like I said, I still have the Seahawks ahead of them. But the main
Where
points
do you
about
have the
them-
Rams, by the way?
Nowhere.
Nowhere. You don't have them anywhere.
I
Okay.
didn't even think about
You know,
them.
I think I love the head coach there, Sean McVay.
McVay.
Sean McVay. I think they're gonna be great. I saw the Rams they were in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago, and I thought that man, this team's gonna be good for a while. It was a boring Super Bowl, but it kind of shows, or you know,
That's
if
the
you
style
have
they
that-
play, though.
Yeah,
That's
if you
the
have that
they're
style,
slow.
but you know what? Stafford's gonna give a little bit more excitement to that offense.
Oh,
for
sure.
sure. He's gonna throw some crazy bombs. So I'm high on the Rams. I just don't want them to be too good because I don't want them to beat out my Seahawks. But yeah, I have that at 5, and then at 6, I have the Green Bay Packers. This is just a team I do not like. I respectfully understand that they are a good team and they have a right to be in the top 10. But I don't really have much great to say about them. I'm not a huge Aaron Rodgers fan. I think Devontae Adams is probably still the best wide receiver in the league. And I still also think Aaron Jones is going to come back and have a better season than last, just because you're getting that relief off of your other running back in Jamal Williams. I think he's gone. So now that he's gone, you actually give Jones more of an opportunity to get up some better numbers. So they'll be good, they'll be great, but I'm not going to be sold on the Packers just because, Rodgers does want out. We do kind of know that. And, yeah, fuck the Packers.
Braden, who's your 7-8?
7 Tennessee Titans, and then number 8 is the Seattle Seahawks. I put the Titans at 7 because they still have a great running back. They did acquire Julio Jones, which is a big pickup for that offense. They still have AJ Brown. Okay. There's
AJ Green,
there. Yeah, it's always confusing. Then they have one. Donald Smith is all right. I mean,
he's gone.
He's
gone now.
He's on.
Oh, okay, so that's a scratch. And Ryan Tannehill is just an average.
That's someone on the Titans. There you go.
You haven't even said Derrick Henry yet.
I did. Yeah, I said they got a great. I said a great running back. I didn't say his name, but Anyways, they have Ryan Tannehill, which I like that sometimes Tannehill will take the risk, but he kind of just keeps his ball short.
Does he?
Yes, he does. And he's just an average quarterback, nothing great, but enough to get the job done. So, the average Joe. But it says adding Julio Jones to that offense is going to be nuts. So hopefully this
Nutty nut.
8.
And 8 Seattle, only because of last year, their situation, like I said, with the running back situation was kind of a mess to start with because they had so many injuries and trying to shove the people around to find something that works. And Russ did start off with a good year. And then he started to decline when we got to near the end of the season because I remember I was watching a Seattle game and him throwing a ball deep into the end zone, and he overthrew Lockett. I'm pretty sure in the end zone.
You were probably pissed.
I was pissed. I was super pissed. And but they still have Lockett, who I think, like I said, last year had a shitty season, whatever, fantasy wise and blah blah blah, because of Metcalf. But Metcalf's also a great wide receiver, and Lockett is gonna come back hopefully with some consistency this year.
You know what? He actually wasn't that bad. He just was bad for the wrong parts of the season for you. Just worked out for you. He wasn't actually that bad. He was pretty good.
And like you said, Max, they lost faith.
We're at 1 hour 11 minutes. Sorry.
Oh, that's good. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
let's just
get going.
I know. We do trivia.
7-8.
We're going to do trivia.
No, 7-8.
Just don't explain. Just say it.
Baltimore and Seattle.
My 7-8. I kept the division sort of like I did with the Rams and Seahawks. I have Ravens, Browns. I think Ravens will be the better team.
You're going to be close to me?
I think it's going to be close to Ravens.
Next on to me. Okay, so at 7 I have San Fran, and at 8 I have the Ravens as well. I do not have the Browns in my top 10. I bet you they'll be 11 to 10. Maybe they might just take out my 10th team, but I'm high on the Ravens. I'm high on San Fran. I think San Fran has probably the easiest schedule of all these teams, so they're going to be probably a lot for the playoffs. Not necessarily a great team, not fun to watch in my opinion, but
I just want to say
also Kittle back healthy will be nice.
You have LA and Seattle have it, right?
Yeah.
They're all three in the same division.
Yeah, I do understand that. Yeah. But then at 8 I have the Ravens. I think Lamar Jackson's going to surprise a lot of people this year. I think last year everyone was right. If you watched Lamar's MVP season, there was a lot of just the same play over and over and over again. Yeah, exactly. And just
they have better wide receivers to be fair.
And now that you have a bit more
my boy
of an option,
he's gonna have a 1,000-year season.
I think we could see a Ravens team that was similar to not last year but the year before. And if we get something like that, we are in for a show because Lamar Jackson is everything and then some when it comes to actually wanting to sit down and watch them. So
you're on a roll, Maxie. 9-10. Keep
Go ahead.
Keep it going.
9-10.
You're on a roll.
At 9, I have Julio and the Tennessee Titans.
I don't have the Titans.
You don't have the. Oh, they're gonna be great this year with Tannehill still there, and I think AJ Brown is gonna get just insane. AJ Brown last year, they realized the year before that he could be efficient.
He's a monster.
He's an efficient wide receiver, and now he's an efficient wide receiver putting up crazy numbers. With Julio Jones on the side, they're only gonna get better. And then at number 10, I have Big Ben and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You're high on the Steelers?
I'm
I actually have the Steelers at 10
I'm
too.
high on the Steelers because I've actually watched a lot of tape of this.
He likes
Najee
Najee
Harris. He's going to be a star right away. They're going to give him a lot more runs. The Steelers last year stupidly decided to basically throw the ball like 40 times every game. And if you watch, exactly, they didn't have a running back at all, and they still ended up okay last year. So I don't see them getting worse. I see them getting better. I think they're going to rely on their wide receivers less, which creates a more stable game. They're going to have Harris there. I don't see what's the real downfall in their game. Claypool's only going to get better. Juju's going to be gone, right?
No, Juju.
No,
No,
he's
Juju's
still
there.
he's still going to be fine.
Approve it year.
But you're
If he
not
does
going to be
look
relying on your wide receivers as much. And let's not forget, they were a really good team last year for a majority of the season. I don't understand why there's some cliff they're about to go on.
Because they're not a good team.
Why did they do well last
My
year?
ninth
Yeah,
team is,
schedule.
and the third team in the division is San Fran. Like I said before, I could see all three of those teams making the playoffs. And then my 10th team is the Cowboys because I think they will just by like one game beat Washington out of the top spot in the division.
9 is San Fran. They're healthy. That's all I can say. You know, they're healthy.
All right.
8, Tennessee.
Oh, I don't need to go.
Yeah, keep going. I'm going to grab the clipboards.
Okay.
Over here.
And then my number 9 is the Browns, just because of like their two running backs.
Yeah, you need to take
They're all over the fridge. The two running backs with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. No makes for a good duo. Who was their top wide receiver? I can't remember. Jarvis
He was hurt.
until the day he was hurt.
All right,
And then my Steelers at number 10, because I'm not sure if it was a scheduled fluke because of the way that it was, but you know, Big Ben did do all right for the season. Not your like overall great fantasy quarterback, but I mean he did all right. You have Chase Claypool, who's an upcoming good
Canadian?
Canadian wide receiver. That will be good. Juju's still going to be there, which means good for some options. And hopefully the running back situation comes back in full again, so they don't have to rely on throwing so much.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Trivia.
Long ass podcast, but we're going to trivia.
Okay.
everybody.
Brayden, let's get
what it
this
is. We have
trivia
a lot to
up.
say.
I just want to
Roy,
say,
I had
what
to
are our
delete my
records
2
here?
questions because you looked them
Or
up.
us.
So.
No, so I think
I
it's
got 10
unfair
down.
to Brady because he wasn't in the podcast. I think we should start our records once Brady joins our last, 4 podcasts?
Don't count.
No, are the ones that
So
don't count.
I'm 2-0.
Everything before.
I'm 2-0.
I have 1 win.
I'm 2-0. Max doesn't have one.
I don't have one either.
It's just you and me.
Just me.
Okay, so whenever you guys are ready there.
Yeah, we're ready. If you don't have an answer within the first 10 seconds, you don't get a point.
Okay.
We're not gonna, because we're already running late. We're not gonna do the waiting game.
Okay. Number 1. What year was the NFL founded?
Can we have like a buffer?
Give us a 5-year win.
We have
If
like a
we're-
5-year
if we're-
winner?
If we're within
Okay,
5 years,
I'm
we
gonna
get-
say-
No. Just our answer. If we're within 5 years, we get a point.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
I'm going to just pick like a random year.
That's what I'm doing. I have no idea.
I thought
Quick.
it's a good year. Yeah.
Okay, Max. What do you say?
You gotta
19.
say it.
You gotta say it. They can't hear.
1935 with
19
You're wrong.
1923.
You're right.
What?
I have 1902.
I'm right.
You're wrong.
What is it?
1920.
How did I put up a
1920.
gap? Right though.
Yeah, but
No,
he
he's
has a
within
5-year
5.
gap.
You
Okay,
said 5 years.
put
back.
a
Fuck that 5 year
I
gap. I was
literally-
doing 1922.
I literally
No.
read this.
Do you guys not like the drawing?
Yeah, we do.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't.
I got a point.
You guys
Okay.
should like that.
Second question. Are you guys ready?
I'm always
Who holds the best rookie passing record in NFL history?
Okay.
Like, what do you mean? Like,
Best
Quarterback,
rookie
it's quarterback.
Yeah, quarterback.
passer rating?
Passing record. Sorry.
Like touchdowns or set or
Just it's pass rating. My bad. I forgot to look down a little bit along the list. It's passing.
Come on, you got 10 seconds. Write a name down. Write a
Shit,
name
I didn't
down.
even look. I didn't
Write a
even
name down.
I don't know.
look. Oh,
What'd
no.
you say?
No, I
Said
saw
Herbert.
You said
Oh,
Herbert.
fuck,
I said
I-
Herbert as
I
well.
looked.
No.
I knew it wasn't gonna be Herbert.
No.
That's the safety.
Dak
what?
Prescott.
Really?
Yeah, Dak had
I didn't really have 10
104.9 passing
I knew
rating.
he had a good rookie year.
I said passing rating. You said no.
Yes, I did, and then I corrected myself.
Well,
Okay, next one.
Herbert had the best
Yes, he
rookies,
did.
So that's
Okay.
Touchdowns.
Jesus.
Number 3, who holds the most passing yards in NFL history? This should be easy.
I don't know his name.
I got my answer.
So do I.
I'm just gonna put this guy, but I don't know.
Okay,
his name.
flip.
I think it's
Drew Brees.
You're right, and you're wrong.
Dale.
Yeah.
Because
I
Peyton
didn't
Manning
know if
has number 2.
no Tom Brady's too.
Tom Brady's 2. Did he
Yeah.
pass Peyton Manning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Tom Brady's gonna pass.
Oh wait,
Drew
it's Drew
Brees
Brees.
this
I
year.
knew that.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's gonna pass Drew Brees this
Okay,
year.
Noah's got 2. I got 1. Max got 0.
Okay. Number 4. What is the oldest franchise to continue in the same location with the same name?
Oh.
I don't know if you're wrong, but we'll see.
Don't look, John.
I said Packers.
So did I.
Right.
I knew it. They're the first Super Bowl. They're the first Super Bowl.
Fuck! What the cunt? Sorry, shouldn't say that.
No, that's a bad thing to say. Noah's got 3. I got 2. Max is still blank.
Okay.
I knew that from Pawn Stars.
Really?
Yeah, because some guy tried to sell like
Okay, go
a
over
first
it.
Super Bowl
Go.
win.
Right on.
Green Bay.
Okay, so number 5. What team won 3 Super Bowls back in the 90s?
In the 90s?
In the 90s.
Jeez, who was good
I
in
know
the
it was good in the 80s. I don't know it was good in the 90s.
Who was good in the 90s?
I'm trying to make this. Oh,
Don't show the computer screen.
I'm not trying to show the computer screen, Max.
I don't know. I'm just gonna write the team down so we can get it going. We're not gonna get it, so.
Oh, I don't know.
Hold on. Max, I hope you're right.
I put the Cowboys.
You're right. You're right.
It's the Cowboys.
You're wrong. Yeah, they won 3 Super Bowls like back to
Who's
back.
on that team?
I have no idea.
Who's on those teams?
I have no idea. Me and Noah are at 3. Max got 1.
Okay. Who owns the longest interception return
Who?
in NFL history?
Oh man. Do you have an answer?
Yeah, because this is what I was thinking. Actually, I'm not gonna spoil my fucking answer.
I don't even have an answer. I know I'm not gonna be right.
I know it was a couple. It was like last year or something.
I have no
It
idea.
was like 108 yards. Do I get half?
I don't know this.
Do I get half? Do I? Do I get half points if I know how long it is?
No.
Max, you have an answer already.
You don't.
Yes.
If you don't even have an answer, just put nothing. I don't even have an answer.
Jalen Ramsey.
Who is it, Max?
Yeah, see, I know you're saying for a reason. I know, I'm just fucking
You got
Okay,
it.
so
You got
you got
Ed
2.
Reed.
Keep your points down. You got 2. 3, 3,
These
2.
are hard.
Okay.
These are pretty hard.
Number 7. What team scored the most points in NFL history at a Super Bowl?
Oh my god, Brady.
I know. I wanted to make it a little bit more difficult. I don't want to make it so easy.
In one game.
In one game, it was only one Super Bowl.
I have no idea, but that's my answer.
Wait for Noah here.
I put Patriots.
So did I.
Wrong.
Who is it?
49ers. They scored 45 points.
So me and Noah got 3. Max still has 2.
2 questions left.
2 questions left.
Okay. Hopefully, okay. Who was the first player in NFL history to pass for
Jesus
400 yards, throw for 4 TD passes, and rush for 50 yards in a single game?
What the?
In a single
In
game?
a single game.
Pass for 400, throw how many touchdowns?
4.
And run for...
50 yards.
Oh, I'm wrong. There's my answer.
I don't think I'm right, but I gave it
Okay,
a
well,
shot.
let's see.
Josh Allen.
I said Dak.
I don't know.
I said
That's
Dak.
wrong. No, sorry, I thought you said Watson. It was just on Watson.
Oh, that was a actually guess.
Yeah, that was a good. That should have been simple, actually.
Okay.
One more?
Yeah. 2 more.
Two more?
Okay.
Me
This
no.
one should be easy. This is the gimme if you guys
I
know.
hope so.
Who's my favorite NASCAR driver?
What's that guy's name? Dale Earnhardt or whatever. I know you guys don't know it though. It's that guy, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
That's exactly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
let's see. You guys all
Dale
got it.
Earnhardt
Dale
Jr.
Earnhart Jr. Max, you just put Dale Jr.
I know that's the name I was trying to
Okay,
Is
think
he
of.
retired now?
Last
Yeah, you retired a few years ago.
Last question. Me and Noah have 4. Max has 3.
So Max has to get this right to go into overtime.
So if me or Noah get this right, Max is out.
Okay. In the 2000s, who became the first team to make 4 first-round picks in the same draft? I wanted this to be a hard one.
Nobody's gonna get
I'm not getting. We have 32 teams to pick from.
Can we all say 2 teams? Can we all write
Can I
down 2
look-
teams?
No, okay, you guys have 2 teams.
2 teams?
2 teams, and I'll let you know if any of you are right.
2000.
There we go. I wrote both my teams down.
Wait, you can repeat the question.
4 first-round picks in the same draft. Hurry up. Hurry up.
He's not right. No, I'm changing.
You can write 2
No.
names down.
Wait, 2?
Yes, you can write 2, Max.
5, 4,
Who does the
3.
first team?
2, 1. I have the
Come on, no, time's up.
I have the Patriots and the Broncos.
Wrong.
Jets and the Jags.
Jets.
Yeah!
Jets, the New York Jets. When you were the Jets, I was sitting
I
there
wrote the
watching
Jets
smile,
first.
man.
I was at second team.
I just thought of teams that were good in the 2000s.
I was thinking teams are
I
bad.
was thinking teams that were good that would have been bad.
I knew I had no
had to
fucking
get.
Oh, I can't believe I got that.
Nice.
I
Okay,
know,
so Noah
when you wrote that
wins.
down, I was like, holy fuck, he wins.
Noah wins.
Okay.
Nice.
Thanks, guys, for watching.
This is a long one.
We're very. I don't even know the right word. but
Fortunate?
We're super happy that you guys have stuck around for 20 episodes. We're hoping to go way farther. That was a long one.
Yep,
If
it
you
was.
stuck all the way to here, good on you.
See you next
And we'll
time.
see you on the next one.
Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe, follow our Instagram page at Valley Sports Talk, and find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon Podcasts.